Hi everyone, welcome to your first screencast in Interpersonal Communication Online. My name is Brandon Stowe. I am the professor for this course, and this weird view of my face from the top of a screen and a webcam is how you're going to see me this semester, okay? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to begin with a screencast to get you started in our course so that you can get started off right, know where things are at, know how things are going to work. So this may be a two-part screencast, we'll see. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to walk us through a little bit of our course in D2L. So as the screen you can see around me up here, around me, it's up here, is showing you. I'm going to kind of walk you through a few things there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about a few things in the syllabus so that you know and are clear about, first of all, the grading structure that I'm using this semester, and second of all, some of the policies around that. Okay, so to get started in the Getting Started screencast, I hope you got to this screencast by clicking here. I hope you read this first announcement and that you clicked here and it opened up this screencast, and that's how you got this. If you did not get here via this, it's okay. I do have it posted in the content section of course materials, but I'm going to start here on the home screen. So this is the screen for our class this semester. I will post announcements here, minimum one a week. Okay, there will be a minimum of one a week. There may be more. It depends on what's going on in class. It depends on what's going on with D2L. It depends on what's going on with what Dropbox I think is open and actually isn't open. There will be all sorts of stuff that pop up here. So when you log into our class, definitely check and see what is here. Okay, if it's exactly like it was the last time, great. If it's not, make sure you read it. Okay, from here, probably the best way to navigate this course is to come up here to Course Materials. You click here, and then you go to Content. If you've been in D2L before, you know this. If you've been in an online class before, you know this. But if it's your first time, I want to make sure that I'm being clear. So what you do is you click on Content, and it is going to take you to, it's going to bring you to, your view may look a little different than mine, but it should show you the table of contents your very first time, okay? If it doesn't, click on that, all right? Click here on table of contents, and then what it's going to do is it's going to outline everything piece by piece that I have put in the content section. I wouldn't scroll all the way down. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming in. Right now it doesn't look like very much, but I'm going to be importing a bunch after I make this screencast. So what I would do is, if I were you, I would click on the Getting Started. You need to start at Getting Started, okay? So click the Getting Started here, and it takes you to the Getting Started module. When you click on this, it opens all the stuff up here. You can click through each module if you want, or you can just scroll down and you can see everything that I've got going here. Now, right now, and this will probably look a little different by the time you log in. I am still building some of this stuff up for us for week one. But right here, you've got the Getting Started. I welcome you and everything. I'm also going to have a link to this screencast right here. So maybe you clicked here to get this. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. All right. But you watch the Getting Started screencast, and then right below that, I've got the syllabus. I've got the syllabus course schedule. Now, I do have the course schedule in the syllabus document as well, but I've also separated it out for your convenience. If you're someone who wants to print it out and have it separate from your syllabus, there you go. It's right there for you, okay? The Getting Started section, by the way, is always open. It's always available. So each week, I will post PowerPoints that I am using in the screencasts for that week. So right now, I've already got my week one PowerPoint posted there, okay? In the future, they're not here yet, I will post quiz reviews, I will post assignment sheets, and anything else that I'm forgetting, I will post here, okay? And then we have the online learning course policies, which if you want to read that, by all means, go ahead. But essentially it says, don't cheat, here's what happens if the campus closes, all that kind of stuff. So it's also in the syllabus, all right? So what I want to do for the majority of the rest of the Getting Started here with you is I want to talk a little bit about the syllabus, okay? I'm not going to go into gory, disgusting detail of the syllabus. You can read it and you can understand the policies. The main thing I am going to talk about in the syllabus is the way that this course is going to be graded. It's a little bit different, okay? So I'm going to open this right here. And by the way, you can download any document that I have posted here. You can download the PDF. You can click it. It'll open it. I am going to just view it in this window in D2L, okay? So here you have my syllabus. It's got all the information here. If you ever have any questions about it, let me know. I am working on a syllabus quiz. We'll see if I get it live in time or not. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, I will make an announcement to you and let you know that it's there to take if you if it's there. If it's not, don't worry about it. So here we go. The thing that I'm going to focus on, there's all this other stuff. I'm going to start here. So if you're following along on your own copy, that's perfectly fine. Okay, this is where I'm at. Bottom of page 2. This course has these assignments in it. All right, and it doesn't look like much, but it's quite a bit, especially for 10 weeks. We only have 10 weeks, and so that's quite a lot. So what we're going to do over the course of the semester is this. You're going to do, there may be 1 or 2 weeks where we don't do 2 discussion boards, but they will be the exception, not the rule. Each week you will have 2 discussion boards. You can expect 2, and then if we only have 1, you'll be surprised. Okay? But 2 discussion boards per week, so that totals 20 discussion boards that you're going to need to participate in. Well, and actually it depends on what grade you want, which you'll see in a minute. There will be 5 journal entries, 4 application essays, 1 artifact essay, and 3 quizzes. All right? It's a lot over 10 weeks. But this is what my in-person students do. Okay? This is what my students in a 15, 16-week semester do. That is what a 10-week class is supposed to be, is 15 weeks worth of work in 10 weeks. Okay? So it's a lot. Essentially, you will be turning in an assignment every single week aside from doing the discussion boards. Okay? There's a lot there. So the good news, though, is I have gone to a way of grading this course where you have quite a bit of freedom over doing the work that you want to do to get the grades you think you want. Okay? So let me try to explain this as clearly as I possibly can. Each of these grades, so if you want an A in the class, so to earn the grade of A, students must do all of these things right here. Okay? Sorry, I thought I was in Word for a minute. I forgot I'm in D2L here. Okay? So if you want to earn an A, you have to turn in all 4 application essays with a minimum score of A. Turn in the artifact paper with a minimum score of A. Now, by the way, I am not going to give numeric grades in this class. Things are not worth points. They're worth credit or a letter. So, for example, I will read your application essay, and I will leave feedback, of course. Okay, I will read your application essay. I will leave you feedback and a letter grade. Because for me, over the course of my career, I've found that what is the difference between a 91 and a 95%? In a paper, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. So I will leave comments, and I will leave a letter grade for you. Now, if you're really serious about your grade, later in the semester, I'm going to introduce ways to possibly do rewrites. Okay, but that's how that'll happen. Okay, artifact paper, minimum score of A. Turn in, earn credit in all discussion boards each week. So I have standards for what counts as a discussion board that's for credit and one that isn't for credit. We will figure those out over the first week or so. Okay, I'm not figuring them out. I know what they are. I'm going to introduce you to them. Okay, but what happens is if you want your A, you're going to have to participate in all the discussion boards and earn credit for it. Okay, you're going to have to take all 3 of the quizzes with a minimum score of 90% on 2 out of 3, and 1 with a minimum score of 70%. Okay, so what this does is this gives you some flexibility. All right, you can take your first quiz, and if you blow it out of the ballpark, it's so good, then you're like, oh, okay, that means I only need to get an A on 1 more of my quizzes. You get the A, and then after that, you just have to pass it. Okay. Now, if you get the 70 on the first one, then it's like, okay, now I've got to buckle down for the next 2. All right. I'm considering a quiz retake policy. Let me be honest. We'll see how it goes. Right now, though, expect that you take the quiz and you get what you get. Okay. So that might be tough for some folks. Okay. And then you have to complete all 5 journals. All right. And the journals, I will assign that probably at the end of week 1. Okay. So you've got that for the A, and then for a B, and folks, it's all inclusive. So for example, if you did all 4 application essays and got A's. You did all your discussion boards, you did all your quizzes like you're supposed to, you did all 5 of your journals, but the artifact paper you turn in is a C level, you're not going to be able to earn an A. Okay? That's how this grading criteria works. It makes the rigor to earn the grade level and fair. Okay? So for a B, here you go. All 4 application essays, minimum score of B. Turn in the artifact paper with a minimum score of B. Earn credit in 80% of the discussion boards. Okay? Take 2 of the 3 quizzes, both with a minimum score of 80%. Complete 4 of 5 journals. So see, if you're like, you know what, I'm happy with a B, then you cannot take one of the quizzes, you cannot complete one of the journals, you can take some time off of the discussion boards, and you can, I mean, you still have to turn in all the big papers, the app essays and the artifact paper, okay? But you get to pick your path, okay? What do you want to earn in the course? Set your goals and let's work towards them, okay? I'm not going to leave you hung out to dry here. I'm here to help you, okay? C has its own level of criteria, okay? All 4 papers, the artifact paper. By the way, to pass the class, you're going to have to do all of the app essays and the artifact paper. There's no way out of those, okay? But you can do more or less discussion, depending on what you want to do with the quizzes. You're still going to have to take 2 of the quizzes to pass, but depending on the scores you want, and then the journals, you can decide what you want to do as well, okay? And then D is less, and F is fail to do those, okay? This is here in the syllabus. It's for your perusal. It's there for your convenience. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. This grading criteria is meant to give you freedom to kind of go the way you want to go, okay? And you can have an idea of where you're at in the class relatively easily, as long as you're completing your work and doing the things that you want to do. That is what your grade is at the time, okay? And so now, the good news here is here's the late policy, okay? My late policy uses tokens. Each student receives 3 tokens to spend at their discretion, okay? So you get 3 free tokens. And folks, the only thing you can't use them on are the quizzes, okay? You can use them on anything else. A discussion board, an app essay, the artifact paper, a journal entry. You can use these at your discretion, okay? And so I have the late token document posted in the Getting Started section, okay? And you go in there, you download it, you fill it out, you drop it in the correct Dropbox or post it in the discussion if it's for the discussion, and that gets you some extra time, all right? I explain here how to do it, okay? So you place it where you want to do, okay? It has to be done within 12 hours of the assignment due date, though, okay? I don't want you in week 5 trying to post a token for something that was due back in week 2. Make sense? You got to post that late token quick so that you know you need to take care of it, okay? The cool thing here, though, is that students who have 3 tokens at the end of the semester can cash them in for the chance to complete a missed assignment. And I'm not talking about doing one late. I'm talking about if you missed, let's just say you completely forgot to turn in your late token and your journal entry number 2, and you're at the end of the semester and you're realizing, dang it, if I had that journal entry, I'd be at an A. Well, if you have your late tokens, you can turn those in and you can go back and you can do that assignment. These late tokens, if you are strategic with them and you are smart with them and you save them to the end, is really the thing to do. They can be extremely beneficial for you later in the semester, okay? So folks, that's the big thing I wanted to do in this screencast. I wanted to give you a quick getting started introduction to our D2L shell, and I did that. I wanted to show you the specs grading approach. It's all right here in the syllabus. I will answer any questions you have about it. Feel free to send me an email or a message here in D2L, and I'll answer it. I'm happy to talk with you through it as we go through the semester. Okay? I look forward to getting to know you in the discussion boards. This is a really cool class with really great content, and I am excited to teach it. I'll see you in the discussion boards.